Wednesday morning, people, find ourselves at a boot fair, a midweek boot fair, and it don't look too bad in size. I'm joined today by my man Aaron. Say hi, Aaron.
Hello.
It's his birthday today, so we come out a bit of game hunting in Herne Bay. We thought we'd jump in here first. Looks half decent size actually, so see if we find anything.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Demo. Oh, another VCD that is.
Conflict, Desert Storm. Oh, I'm after actually some original Xbox games, but Xbox exclusive.
Well, unfortunately, it's been raining quite a bit, as you can tell by that cloud there, look. So a lot of people are packing up and going. I can't blame them really, but hey ho. Anyway, midweek, it's quite a big one, there's quite a lot here, so I'll definitely be checking this one out again. Good shout, Aaron. Right. Did well, buddy. What else we got?
What you could do with that though, I would just put it in the seat.
Well, yeah. But no, that monkey's doing it for me, I have to say. He's pretty cool. He is pretty cool, and the chickeny thing.
Conclave or little bars,
yeah, exactly.
Just nice to look at.
Stick them up, yeah. Stick them on the wall, you know.
Yeah, the old fruities, isn't it?
Yeah, from the fruit machines. That's all the original.
Yeah. Shame really, the old weather has ended it, but there we go.
CEX ages ago, I've hardly used it. It does all like twists and everything.
Yeah?
Works on the PlayStation 3 now.
Couple of games here, look.
What games would work on it? The only one I seem to have is
bit of rain damage on them.
yeah.
All working, just need to leave.
So we left that boot fair, not a lot in there, guys. We're now going to walk into Herne Bay because there's two great game shops there. We've got Gamenation and Ram Collectables, and obviously charity shops and a few antique shops and bric-a-brac and the rest of it, and a couple of pubs, no doubt. So all good, and we're going to walk from here into Herne Bay. So it's probably a good half hour, I'm guessing. Anyway, wish us luck.
Nice bit of exploring.
Bit of exploring, I like it, I like it. Well, left that boot fair and made our way down to this coastal path, and you see it's a beautiful view. Look at that. So there's Herne Bay on that very tip over there, that pub in the corner you see. Just coming round, you can see that's the cloud that's following us. But I've promised Aaron here that we're going to have no more rain today, so I think we're all right, guys.
Yeah, sunny.
Yeah. So no more rain today, Aaron?
No, all got to be good.
See, I promised it, guys. Made it now, we're in Herne Bay, and as you can see, unfortunately my prediction was wrong. We got wet, but hey ho, as you can see by my shirt, we'll soon dry off when that sun comes back out. But anyway, got a few amusement arcades along there, a bit of a pier there, and we're going to do Ram Collectables, so we'll see what's available in there. Bit of VR there.
I actually would be, yeah, because I've got the big one up there, massive.
This here, Cruise and Blast by Nintendo. Unfortunately not on, don't know anything about that one. Mario and a Monopoly, Wheel of Fortune, Bump and Smash, whatever that is, and then you got this here, look, little LEDs, isn't it? Made it, guys. Our first stop, Ram Collectables. That's toys, bit of retro gaming in here. Dodgy turtle there, look at him.
Yeah.
Right, a few Star Wars toys.
No idea what the hell that is. Never recognised.
I don't know, it looks, is that a Vitamite or something?
Oh, it could be.
I could be wrong, I could be right. Someone out there will know, Aaron.
Yeah.
They would tell us. Anyway, let's get in there.
So Ram Collectables. Now, this shop, guys, is probably 90% retro classic toys. You name a genre of toy, you name a year of toy, and they will have something related to it. But they do have a section of retro game stuff, which is always good to see. I mean, and it's generally always in pretty good, decent, nice condition, so it's always worth checking out. had a look through these cabinets here. Lots of little handheld games and all that sort of stuff. The Ms. Pac-Man down there. Nice little arcade machine there. Very relevant. But anyway, as I say, the majority of this shop is the classic toys, and this will give you a good taste or flavour of that. Now, if you name a toy range, they've got something associated to it. They really do. It's not the biggest shop in the world, trust me, but tell you what, they cram a lot in here, guys. So it is definitely worth a visit. Now, I know a lot of the guys that watch the channel also collect this retro toy stuff, so there will be something here for you. I generally go around the shelves, we have a good look around the shop, so you'll get a good idea of the stuff that they do stock. They are also on Facebook and the socials and stuff, so do go check them out. Now, this cabinet here, this one was great interest to me because it was your classic Star Wars toys. Now, being the OGDuffy, you do know I love me Star Wars, so these take me back because, yes, I did have quite a few of these toys back in the day, and I still got them actually up in that loft. I really must sort of dig them out. I know I had the Jabba the Hutt. Quite a few of the figures, I think they're in a cake box of all things in my loft. But nah, it's just, they're great, weren't they? And I've got the Millennium Falcon. I think it was the Empire Strikes Back boxed version. And I've still got the box as well, so happy days with that. But honestly, as I say, there is something here for everyone, and I just hope some of this can just take you back, you know. Some nice die-cast toys there, the old cars. The old Octopussy, was that Octopussy? The James Bond one, the car that went under the sea there. And that reminds me, what was that? It was a Disney film, an old Disney film, wasn't it? But these WWF wrestlers, look. Oh, loads more. Mint on MOC, is that mint on card? So he's obviously got quite a few of these figures in stock, and as you can see, there's some great ones. British Bulldog, Hulk Hogan. Back in these old days of WWF, Hulk Hogan was probably my favourite. And there he is, old Alfie. Look, Alf. Who remembers Alf? A little box here of classic 80s videotapes. The Last Dragon. What's that one there? Dark Night of the Scarecrow. Mate, they were some classics, weren't they, back in the day, mate. You remember, go down the old local shop and hire some dodgy VHS tapes. Oh, dear. A few comic books. There's Jabba again, look, he appears up everywhere in a box there, wrestling figures. Got quite a few of them myself to get through. And here we go, some of the games here. Tenchu here, Fatal Shadows, Sega game. I got a Tenchu game recently, and it reminded me of the old classic, the Tenchu Stealth Assassin on the PS1. It was an absolutely great game. So there was a few spin-offs in that series based on that. But these games on this shelf, if you come, guys, are double stacked. So you pull this sort of stack back, and behind it there's another row of games, alright? So don't be fooled. Don't think there's only just one big long shelf. There isn't. There's quite a few in here, okay? So you have to dig a little bit, which is good. Let's be honest. We all enjoy a good dig and hunt. That's why it's called a game hunt, guys. Anyway, a few DS games. A lot of guys are collecting DS at the moment because they say it's only going to value. Because obviously they closed down of the Nintendo store, so a lot of people are on that at the moment. And of course PS3 here. You know the OG, I do like a PS3 title. And a good look along here as well. They've got some Mega Drive and some Master System games as well. Aaron got a bit excited there, he was looking at the G.I. Joe box. Looking for, I think it was Action Force. I think he liked a bit of the old Action Force. But there we go. This, I hope, gives a good insight here. Now, this game here, I looked at this. I was tempted, to be fair. It's an Xbox exclusive. And as you know, I do like a bit of D&D from back in the day. It's an Atari game, Heroes. So I'd imagine it's a bit like sort of like a 3D Gauntlet type effort. Never played it. Joystick there, is that a quick shot joystick? I thought it was. I could be wrong. I could be right, who knows? One of you will know though, I'm sure. Couple of amiibos there, the pixelated ones, Mario and Zelda, and a few more games lying on the shelf here. And as I say, at the very front of the shop, there is a glass cabinet with the more expensive items tucked in there. There's a couple of real good PS3 titles that I was tempted by, but I didn't succumb. We're talking high-end, quite expensive games, Folklore and 3D Dot, I believe, yeah. So there were a few quid them two, but I was tempted, but I didn't succumb on this outing. A few more DS games there. not badly priced. Some loose carts, Star Wars, you guys know me and Star Wars, my god, I love that game. Problem is, it's so hard. I played it on a vlog recently, and I have to admit, I gave up on it. My patience level just decided this ain't for me anymore. I did struggle. So I hope that gives you guys a good overview of this shop, Ram Collectables in Herne Bay. There's something for everyone, there really is, and no matter how many times you go round, you see something you never saw the first spin round. So do check them out on the socials and stuff. Ram Collectables Herne Bay, great for us retro collectors. Left Ram Collectables looking for much needed refreshment and a few bric-a-bracy type shops. This was huge. It's an old disused cinema and cigarette machine here, 250 quid, 50p for a packet of cigarettes. Mate, I don't even know how much a packet of cigarettes would cost you now, but 50 pence, my god, be rude not to, wouldn't it? Anyway, honestly, there is something. This is a big old place, this really is. Like I say, it's a disused cinema. Anyway, something here for Arcade Archive, look. I think even this might be a bit old for you, Alex. I'm not sure, mate. What do you think? Some sort of pinball machine where you score by blasting in the holes, I'm guessing. 5p a play? Oh dear, don't make them like that anymore. Then Aaron spotted this old CRT TV here. A Matsui. Who remembers Matsui? Don't hear that brand anymore, do you? Quite chunky, the old tellies, weren't they, back then? I mean, look at the depth on that. And over the road there was some sort of emporium that had loads of cabinets all the way round, full of toys, little collectibles, figurines, all that sort of stuff. So all in all, Herne Bay is literally great for us sort of collectors that are looking out for bizarre, weird things, because you've got game shops, you've got the Ram Collectables, which is awesome for your toys, and then you've got all these other little shops in between, which is just full of sort of all sorts of bric-a-brac. You just never know what you're going to find. And of course, on a beautiful day, you've got that great seafront as well. So all in all, great stuff.
Popped into Weatherspoons, guys. Happy birthday, Aaron. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Chin chin.
Thanks, Jake.
This young man's birthday today.
I'm not too young.
Not too young.
No,
Oh,
too
you're
young.
as old as you feel, my friend.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to do game after this, or Game Nation, should I say. We've just done Ram, bite to eat and a pint. And then Game Nation. Quick bite in spoons before we do Game Nation. Just a little burger, just to appease the appetite. And I've had another pint of this. I've got this stuff instead this time. A cider again, Angry Orchard. Had that when I was in Vegas many years ago. An American cider, now brewed, I believe, by a Shepherd name in this country. So a burger and chips, and an Angry Orchard. Then Game Nation.
They got a tiny tronic thing in there.
Yeah, I just see that. Atari 2600.
My mate had one of them when we was at school. I was envious of him. I said, where'd you get that from? I like that.
Neo Geo. So many in one. That's a funny 2600.
Yeah, because that connects up to your main TV as well.
Xbox Crystal, I got one of them. Stairs got a few of them knocking about. A couple of the mini consoles there. Let's come along here. What we got? Sorry, Aaron.
What's that? PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4.
7800 there. 130. Let's head in, guys.
So this is it, Game Nation in Herne Bay. Lovely couple of guys work here, really know their stuff. Old Aaron gave him the run around, he was asking for all sorts of bits. Whilst I just went round, sort of generally filmed the cabinets and the general stock that they have in here, and then made my way round and picked up my own few bits, which I will show you at the end as always, guys. Now a nice big selection here of your Sega Mega Drive games. Always nice to see, such a great system. And I know the guy who owns the shop, he's not many titles off a full Mega Drive set himself. He's a big Mega Drive fan, so he's pushing to get that full set. Some nice PS1 games in here, of which they had many also. So nice big selection of PS1 titles and your Mega Drive games. So if that's your thing, guys, you've got to get down here because there's plenty of them. Okay, and as you can see, they're sort of double stacked up, the games here. So when I go around the other side of the cabinet, you'll see even more. Yes, there's plenty. Okay, but all in all, Really good little shop, this one. I do like it, and because it has that feel that you're still sort of rummaging and finding stuff as well as just, you know, just looking. But they have presented these quite nicely, to be fair. Your PS1 games, your Mega Drive games are really well, nicely done, presented nicely, easy to find stuff and all that. But there is plenty in here. I do pick up some PS1 games, because there was a couple there that I've been after for a while, and I spotted them and I thought, you know what, I've got to have them. Now, if there's anything here you spot, as always, guys, do drop it in the comments. You know, let me know what games here that you would be interested in. It's always great to hear what you guys have picked up of late, and the things you're interested in as well. Tenchu 2 there. Obviously, we spoke about Tenchu Stealth Assassin, the first one, but I don't recall playing Tenchu 2. Was it any good? Was it as good as the first one? Because I've got great memories of the first one. Great game. And as I said, plenty of PS1 titles in here. So look at that lot. Awesome stuff. Cabinets all round. Now, they literally every corner of the shop there is something different to look at. The Virtua Boy there, now that has been sold, as you can see, but that was £365, that one. Some nice Game Boy bits, and a Donkey Kong 2, because in Ram Collectables, as you saw in the cabinet, they had the Donkey Kong 1. So could have got both today if that's my thing. I don't collect them old Game & Watches. But I do have fond memories of them from school. I remember the kids used to bring them in, and we'd all be sort of competing to be their best mates so you could get a game, you know. Oh dear, happy days. Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2. Now, as me and Aaron were out, we had a chat about Shenmue, right? And quite controversially, we both agreed that we thought Shenmue was one of them games. Initially, you got right into it and you really enjoyed it, you know. And then, was it just us? But we both agreed that, you know what, the story mode, it got a bit slow and everything else, and you just spend most of your time just walking about doing general bits and bobs. Controversial, I know, guys, but let me in the comments, do you agree? You know, let me know, as always. And if you disagree, do tell me. You know, I'm not bothered, but just a row about it. Hey, it's only a game after all. That WWF Superstars there, £8 on the Game Boy. A nice loose cart. I don't really go in for Game Boy too much. If I see sort of a boxed Game Boy game in a charity shop or whatever, then I'll definitely be picking it up, as would most of us. Nice range of Amiga games here, all boxed up. Very good stuff. I mean, as you know, I've recently been playing the Amiga. It's just such a great computer, wasn't it? I mean, the games on that system were just amazing. Vic 20 there, £110. But a really nice clean one that was, you know. And this here, look at this, the Mad Dog McCree shooting game. This is the Philips, £50 that is. Includes the Peacekeeper revolver, so I'm assuming that's for the Philips CDI sort of console they brought out. Something you don't see too often. I know Mad Dog was very sort of big on it, a big title, but I've never seen it boxed like that in the wild too often, so it was quite nice to see. Loose cartridges here, up on a rack like this, and as you can see, all individually bagged up like this. And a real little range here, mainly your Mega Drive, SMS, and then VCS here at the bottom. I did go through them VCS carts because I am looking for a copy of Empire Strikes Back on the Atari VCS. But to be fair, right, I want it boxed and everything else, so I will be keeping my eye out for that when I'm in these game shops and stuff. So that's one on my hit list. Some Wii U titles here. Now, you guys know me and Wii U, and there was a few here I did not own. I picked one of them up though, so it's another one off the hit list, which we will again show you at the end, guys, as always. And I will, of course, put it on my shelf, because, you know, I do find that very therapeutic. So, all in all, a real good range of a bit of everything in this store, you know, right through all genres. Bit NES there, Turtles, got that already, and there's some loose NES carts here. I'll be honest, I've said this before, and I'll say it again, NES is the one sort of loose cart system I will collect the loose carts for. So I do pick up an NES title, an interesting one, I'll give a play. Now, the Amiibos there, I do own a few Amiibos. I've not collected them, I've not really got into it, because to me, I mean, you know, it's just enough gaming on the other side, but you know. Anyway, as I said earlier, where he was double stacked the games here. Here you see the other side here. So these are more PS1 games this side, okay. And again, in the cabinet next door is your Mega Drive there, but double stacked. So as you can see here, I mean, there's a lot of Mega Drive games available in the store here. So if the collecting for the Mega Drive's your thing, I'm sure you'll not come away disappointed here. I'm sure you'll pick up 1 or 2 games to add to your collection, because there are plenty here. There really are. Sonic 3 there, look at that. A few quid Sonic 3 in it. I'll be honest, I've got Sonic 1, I've got Sonic 2. I don't think I've got Sonic 3. It's one I need to get. Yeah. I tell you what, that's the problem with making these videos, right? I go around, I shoot all the video, and then I'll miss things, and then, you know, I'll go and look around to buy myself, and I end up looking back at the videos when I'm editing and going, oh, I might have been interested in that. Oh, I didn't see that at the time, you know what I mean? That's God's honest truth, it really is. But honestly, as I say, guys, it really is worth a trip down here. And of course, PS3 games, you know me and my PS3. Now, a confession, I ended up looking at more of the retro stuff than I did the PS3. I did not buy any PS3 titles. And the confession number 2, I didn't even go through the PS3 titles. I should have done, but I didn't. I mean, time is of the essence, and you know, I was chatting in the shop and that, and before you know it, it's just time flows by, and you start running out of time. But and I was getting a bit of a thirst on, you know, because I had a couple of pints there just before I come in, so I thought, you know, all that chatting and the rest of it, I had to get out for another beer. But we have one back towards the station, which is coming up shortly. Sega Master System. I do enjoy the Master System. I think it was a great little system. And me and Aaron also had a bit of a chat about the Master System versus the Nintendo Entertainment System. And we had a bit of a difference of opinions on that. But that's another story for another day. Virtua Cop there, the gun. Virtua Cop was a classic game, wasn't it? I mean, the Sega Saturn. I found my Sega Saturn games up in the loft, but I've yet to find my Saturn itself. And then this here, look at this Vectrex. It's a system that I remember seeing back in the day in shops and stuff, but I never played one, you know. But the vector graphics and that just look absolutely awesome. And I know there's a lot of homebrew stuff going on with Vectrex and all that at the moment, so it's still got a lot of fan love, the old Vectrex. So a lovely little console if you can afford one. I mean, not cheap now, but very good. Now that's Scramble there, that box Scramble. Aaron did pick that up. He decided to treat himself, and funny little buy that, because I remember a kiddie having it at school when I was younger, you know. There's some box consoles behind the counter here, but the guys here, they really do know their stuff, and he's got an awful lot in storage, so the stock is very good. It's a good stock rotation here, because like I say, he's got an awful lot in storage, so they're getting out of storage all the time, replenishing their stock as they go, so it's pretty good. A few loose carts here on the SNES, and a few boxed SNES games as well. As you can see in that box there, Commodore 64, Specky, all that sort of stuff. Look at that, School Days on the 64. What a game School Days was. I remember it on the Specky. Absolutely amazing game. I really loved it. I've got so many fond memories of that. And there you go, the Incredible Hulk on the Super Nintendo. US Gold did that, 50 quid they wanted for that one boxed. So all in all, a great shop.
So guys, made it into the Game Nation here in Herne Bay. Got the guys here that run the shop. Say hi.
Hello.
And you, sir? Right, really good selection here, as you can see from the video. Loads going on. So, do you guys do mail order at all, anything like that?
Sadly, not at the moment.
But you are on Facebook?
We are indeed, yes. We are indeed.
So look them up on Facebook. What are you on Facebook?
Game Nation HB, I believe.
Game Nation HB. Do you advertise games and that on there, or you're not?
We do if it's something interesting or some good collections come in. We are trying to have more of a web presence, but it's quite slow at the moment.
I would imagine
some things are quite common to us. You think it's not that interesting, but someone it might be.
Yeah, but I think with the amount of stock you guys have got, it would be an absolute nightmare, wouldn't it, to actually,
Definitely.
you know, to do that. So, but no, guys, get down here, Herne Bay. It's a beautiful town, lovely seaside town. There's plenty going on. Nice pubs, nice restaurants.
Where did
Lovely
you find
game
us?
shop. Look at that. Look at that.
Stock that they ain't got in the shop.
And Aaron's birthday today, and he's had a mat it today. I tell you, he's got him running around the shop here. And
He sure has,
but
he
he
sure
knows
has.
what he wants. He says. But anyway, Game Nation guys, get down here. Brilliant shop. The Cosy Cat Cafe is closed, and the residents, or the workers, should I say, are very tired. Look, they're all asleep in the window here. Bless them. One at the back there, look at him. Another one there. Look. Bless him. Oh, he's dreaming. Look, his paw's going. Must get in there sometime. Walking back to the station. Quite a stroll that, Aaron, isn't it, to the station?
Yeah, it is.
But there is light at the end of the tunnel.
And we've got sunshine.
Yeah, you've got sunshine. And the Heron here, the Herne Bay. Let's pop in there for a quickie before jumping on a train.
So all in all, a great day here in Herne Bay. Quick pint before the train, and then back in our hometown. Quick pint, then home. And now, guys, let me take you to the games room. Let's take a look at the pickups I got.
So there we go, guys, back from Herne Bay. Okay, it was a great day out. I mean, I went last year, excuse me, and I had some great pickups then, and today didn't fail either. Big shout out to the guys at Ram Collectables and the guys at Gamenation. Both shops are excellent. Obviously, Ram is more geared towards the guys that collect your retro toys, whilst Gamenation has a far superior amount of games. So both have their own absolute niche and are brilliant at what they do, and their knowledge is second to none. So let's go grab a beer and then let's show you the pickups I got. Getting into that all important beer fridge, guys. Oh dear, I really need to do a stock uptake, although I've got all them new Hawkston beers and I've not yet had one. I really must start on them, so we're just going to go for a straight Stella, guys. Crack this, and then we're just going to jump straight on into them pickups. Honestly, such a great day out down there. It really is. There's a bit of everything going on, you know what I mean? So well worth a look. There we go. Keep that going. Right, pickups. So onto the pickups, guys. Oh, nice drop of Stella. Anyway, I've got a real mixed bag. I've got something from every sort of genre. So anyway, here we go. Starting off with a sports title. It's okay, we're not on one of my CEX challenges, but it's a boxing game, so it's forgiven. Knockout Kings 99 now on PS1. I mean, I love boxing games, and Knockout Kings was sort of the founder, really, before we got sort of Fight Night and all that, you know. So for a couple of quid, I mean, £2 that was, I'm not giving that away. I'm not letting that sit there. And of course, it's got Lennox Lewis on the cover. I'm a huge Lennox fan. Well, was back in the day. I've even got one of his signed gloves. He was a great boxer, the last great heavyweight champion. I mean, he didn't dodge anyone. He fought everybody. So respect is due to you, Lennox. So what a great way to start these pickups, eh? Next up, another PS1 game. Gauntlet Legends. This was an arcade. Was this an arcade game, the Gauntlet Legends? I'm sure it was. And you know what? I never played it. I've never played it. This one's saying Midway. Was it Atari on the arcade? But it couldn't have been. It must have been a Midway game, guys. I know it's under the Classics label, so it's not quite the original format that one would always like. But, you know, I'm a big Gauntlet fan. I've always enjoyed Gauntlet. And as you guys know that watch the channel, I was always Questor the Elf. Oh yes, him with his bow. But anyway, so that's a nice little pickup there. Gauntlet Legends. Okay, pop that down now. Next up, a Mega Drive game. Now, a confession, there was no manual in this, but I bought it anyway, and it is Super Hang-On. Now, the reason I bought this, obviously we all know Super Hang-On from the arcade and that by Sega, you know, classic. But when I had my Sega Master System all them years ago, I remember playing Hang On, and I had Hang On like the card that come with the Mega Drive. Sorry, with the Master System, and I loved that game. I played it to death, you know. So I figure Super Hang On has got to be as good in it. It's going to be better graphically and everything else, and it just looks a lot of good fun. I'm hoping it's not just a complete arcade remake or you know, a lift of the arcade straight onto cartridge. I'm hoping it's got a bit more depth to the game and stuff. That'd be really, really good fun. So I'm looking forward to playing this one. Next up, an NES game, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and it is this. It's a WWF wrestling game, okay? That one is WrestleMania Challenge. Now, looking at that cover there, you got Big Boss Man, of course the Hulkster, who was my favourite back then, and Andre the Giant, remember him? Didn't he hold a world record for drinking the most beers or something like that? Oh, mate, he's my hero. But yeah, I mean, I used to love WWF back in the day when it was these guys, you know. I don't watch it at all now, I'll be absolutely honest. I gave up on it probably, I don't know. After probably about WrestleMania 5, I probably stopped watching. So, yeah. But they were classics, I used to love them guys. Now, next up, these two next games are PS1 games. And I was really pleased to get this, alright? It is Death Trap Dungeon. Death Trap Dungeon. Now, when I was younger, back in my school days, them fighting fantasy books were just amazing. And we used to swap them. Me and my mates used to buy them and swap them and all that. And yeah, Death Trap Dungeon was one of them. Was it Ian Livingstone? I don't think it mentions his name here. Livingstone, and who was the other one with it? I don't know. But anyway, it's nice condition. Got a manual and all that, of course it has. Death Trap Dungeon, yeah. Oh, Ian Livingstone's Death Trap Dungeon. Yeah, but that was in one of the first original runs on the Final Fantasy, the fighting fantasy books. So yeah, awesome. I mean, that sticker on here says, and I'll quote, "A challenge beyond Tomb Raider 2, 8.5 out of 10, PlayStation Pro." So what's not to love with that one, guys? I'm looking forward to giving that a go. Now this next one, right, is from Games Workshop, which obviously they make all the Warhammer games, the Warhammer 40,000 and everything else, and it's Space Hulk. Now this version is the Vengeance of the Blood Angels. I mean, that's quite an iconic cover, that one. I seem to remember seeing that loads. Now Space Hulk is originally a board game by Games Workshop, nonetheless, and it's been reproduced over years, and it keeps changing with new updated boards and stuff. So it's a really, really good board game. I never played this back in the day, but I tell you, this is a heavy, heavy game. Let's have a look inside here. What we got in here? So we've got a... There's the number one in gaming now. So it's Electronic Arts like catalogue. Electronic Arts win. And here's the manual for the game, right? Look at that. That's a chunky beast right there. How many pages is that? Obviously, looking at the side spine, you can see where it's greyed out for all the different languages. But that is a thick old book, mate. That's as thick as they come, that one. I probably won't read it. I'll probably just try and jump straight into the game. Because let's be honest, we don't really get instruction manuals and all that anymore, do we, like that? Anyway, so I'm really pleased with that one. I hope it's as good as I remember the board game. And I have found out just recently that there's a PS4 game, and I think it's called Space Hulk Tactics or something like that. And I know in CX it's like £3 or £4. So I'm like, wow, I will be getting that and playing that one for sure. And there's only one more game to go, guys. You know, I told you already, it's a Wii U title. I love me Wii U, and that collection is coming along, you know. So I keep on and on and on about the Wii U, and I'm going for that full Wii U power set. This was not a cheap game, all right. I paid £55 for this, but it's immaculate condition. It's WarioWare, okay, or Game & Wario, as I should say there, all right. But this is one of the medium to heavy hitters on the system that I have to get off that list. I've been toying with this one for a long time. I've probably been looking at it for the last 12 months on eBay and stuff, and I've been waiting, and I've never seen it sort of below 50 quid. So I saw it there, and I thought, you know what, Rob? Treat yourself, mate. You're worth it. So we're going to go and get this added to the shelf. So here we go, that very therapeutic moment I love so much, adding new Wii U games to the collection. We're getting there, guys, slowly but surely. Anyway, he's going to live there. Game & Wario's going in the collection right about there. And he's living between, oh yes, Game Party Champions, which cost me £4. And that classic sealed brand new copy of Hello Kitty Cruisers. Oh, what a game. I've never played it. But anyway, guys, the collection is getting there, that Wii U Power set. I'm pleased to get that one off the list. As I say, I've been looking at that one for quite a while now, so it's done. So there we have it. That concludes this game hunt in Herne Bay in Kent. Now, a massive shout out to the guys at Ram Collectables and the guys down at Gamenation. You're running incredible shops down there, guys, and it's just so great to see truly unique stores like that, you know, and we really must support them as we do, you know, give them shout outs and that when we can. And if you do ever find yourself down on the Kent coast, then you can go far worse than visiting both of them stores. You really, really can. And I mean, and if you enjoy chatting about all that sort of stuff, trust me, them guys know their stuff and they're more than happy to help you out. And if they haven't got what you want, and chances are they can source it for you or keep an eye out for it. You never know, guys. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. And in the comments, let me know your thoughts. What other retro game shops like this are in your local area? Put them in the comments. Let me come see, check them out. And what pickups have you had of late? Anyway, guys, as always, this beer is not for you. Oh, no, no, no. This one is for the good guys down at Herne Bay, namely Ram Collectables and Gamenation. This beer is for you. Cheers, guys. All the best. Thanks very much.